Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Allen Lazard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. This defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Looking to throw. Gleason. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Packers' D comes up with a big stop. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He finds his man complete. It's Baker. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 12-yard line.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On play action, now Rodgers rolling to his left. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Jones.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action.
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop.
Watch 36 to Mike. Tighten up.
Back to throw. Gleason. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be fourth down. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
On second and 10, Rodgers. He'll check it down, complete to Dillon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This one swung out here to Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown. Aaron Jones. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0.
Saints nothing.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Gleason. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
To throw on second down, Gleason. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On first down, they run with Kamara as he'll take it forward for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. Operating from the gun, Gleason. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Off the play fake. Gleason. That's caught by his tight end, Trevon Wesco. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
I smell fear in that offense.
They'll look to throw again. Open man is Michael Thomas. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal. Packers 5-yard line.
Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On 3rd down. It's Jordan. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the second quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Back to throw. Gleason. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some.
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it.
And the Packers pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. And down inside the 15 he goes.
46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll go again to Jones. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the handoff, Dillon. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On first down, Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd and 11 now, Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
A check down here to Jones. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet, and the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's the big man Dillon with it. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. 8 yards to go on second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Here's Kamara off the draw. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 62 yards on the ground for him so far.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are out in the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Packers' D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
And it's third down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
At the Saints' 31-yard line.
Dillon, they try the left side with him. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On second down now, it's Jordan trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, Gleason. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
And they take a knee.
Hey. 4 down. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.